Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Space Monkey Mafia here, and today is Thursday, so we're going to be doing Charles's tank, which is my biggest and oldest goldfish. Today we have some wonderful TIFU stories, which is Today I Messed Up. I got the idea for this subreddit from Fun with Failure, which is a really good channel, and honestly they don't have as many subscribers as they should, so go check them out. I did something a little different with the background today, just kind of like panning video trying to get a little Amano shrimp. I've got a couple of them in with the goldfish, just kind of in view. So it's a little different. Tell me if you guys like this. If you don't like it, just let me know. TIFU by repeatedly burning my mouth on my favorite tea. A few important things. I like my hot drinks very hot and I'm a fast drinker. My drinking strategy for hot drinks is little sips until the temperature is perfect and then gulps. I love my coffee in the morning and afternoon and switch to caffeine-free tea in the evening. I like all my drinks strong and flavorful. Now, I've presented this story from my perspective in the hope you will forgive my monumental idiocy. I'm quite ashamed at my level of determination to harm myself. It gives me a little solace to think someone else would have made the same mistake, but I will settle on understanding. Beginning. This all started a few months ago. I found this fantastic herbal tea that tastes pretty amazing on its own, but absolutely fantastic with a dash or vanilla and a teaspoon of sugar. This tea was superb, and its only downside was it made me thirsty. The first day I had the tea, I burned my mouth a bit drinking it too fast, so my hard palate was burned, but weirdly also the back of my throat a bit. I must have really liked this tea and drunken it so fast the back of my throat was sore. Well, it sucked, but nothing too hot or spicy for a few days. Fine. Life moves on, and I kind of forgot about the tea. I have a bunch of teas, and lingering on any one for too long is depriving myself of the others. I have the same attitude towards beer or whiskey, love my variety. The incident. One evening, when sampling some whiskey and beer, I stumbled on my favorite tea again. In my drunken glow, I thought, one tea bag is great, but what about two? Oh my gosh, it's even better! I drank 3 double-strength cups that evening. I know I burned my mouth a bit because I definitely drank at least one of the cups too hot and my mouth was feeling a bit weird. This tea was just so good I was gulping it too fast. I wake up the next day and my mouth ain't right. My gums ache, my throat is red, hard palate has a minor blister, and tongue had some red lines on it. Even my lips were a bit burnt and swollen. I done messed up. My mouth shed a layer over the next week and I had extreme pain eating and drinking. It was torture. I wish this story ended here. I wish I was a bright man and figured out how to stop causing myself harm. But I am not a smart man, and this story continues. I resolved to stop boiling water for my tea and just use the Keurig for hot water. By the time the tea is strong enough, it will be cold enough to drink. Perfect. Nothing much goes wrong over the next several weeks. My wife got me sick with her sore throat, which I medicated with a new herbal tea sampler in my favorite tea, and kept the temperature low on the Keurig. I wish this was the happy ending. The revelation. I sit here now, today, with a very sore mouth, contemplating all my mistakes and all the times I should have stopped had I been a smarter man. There is something I can say definitively, however. I did not burn my mouth today. I made my tea this evening in the Keurig with a double bag of my favorite tea, first time double bagging since the incident. After removing the bags, I forgot about it until it was nearly lukewarm. After I gulped my disappointingly cold beverage and started sipping my next, I noticed something odd. My throat was sore. Gears started turning in my head. I did not burn my mouth. My mouth was sore. When my wife got me sick, she had a stuffy nose and I didn't. I woke up with swollen lips and mouth the day after my big binge. This tea makes me thirsty. It wasn't until recently I've had an issue with hot beverages burning myself. Gosh darn it. I'm allergic to my favorite tea. So here I sit with a swollen mouth and gums, wondering how bad the next few days will be. As I look back, I'll never really know to what extent I was obstinately powering through hot drinks or merely incompetent at identifying my first food allergy. I can say I have finally learned and I won't have this tea again. TLDR. TIFU by repeatedly mistaking an allergic reaction to tea with burning my mouth and only realizing my stupidity when clear evidence is shoved in my face. To date, I've gone through over 24 bags of this tea. That's a big yikes. To this guy's benefit, most people don't develop food allergies later in life, and they normally know food allergies by anywhere from 1 year to 10 years. Most people kind of have it figured out, and most people don't develop allergies after those years, but it can still happen. So coming across something you're allergic to this guy, obviously at least 18, 21, somewhere around there. It sounds older because he's married. It is unlikely to find an allergy at that point, so I kind of get where he's coming from, Most allergies are a little harder to ignore. I think he's just kind of being too hard on himself, honestly. He didn't mess up too bad. TIFU by yelling at a coworker and making her leave in tears. Obligatory, this happened a couple of years ago, TLDR at the bottom. I used to work IT for this small company at about under 1,000 employees nationwide. They had, and still have, a pretty good thing going on work culture-wise. My team was about 5 people, and so at one point or another, I got around to knowing most people. I will say that I generally pride myself on my soft skills. I am naturally a friendly person, and people typically reciprocate that friendliness. In many cases, I get comfortable and even chummy with the other employees. In all honesty, when people put up this wall with me, I tend to see it as a challenge. One way or another, I will get them to like me and be my friend. I am sure this is indicative of some personal issues, but this is r/TIFU, so let's get on with it. Enter Karen. Karen worked for marketing. Karen was moody and almost always grumpy in the mornings. We both worked in the same suite and would occasionally run into each other. I would hit her with a, "Hey, good morning, how are you today?" To which she would respond, "Great," without separating her teeth. It was basically a growl. Anyways, Karen had her favorite IT guy. We can call him Brian. She would always go to him directly with problems. When she would step out to lunch or whenever she was leaving for the day, she would stop by and have a quick casual conversation. We were located at the end of the suite and his seat was maybe 7 feet from the back door. No one really disliked Karen, she was just moody, but could be pleasant in group settings. Karen liked to take long lunches later in the day, typically after 1 p.m. It became a running joke that we would tease her about, something like, "Alright, see you tomorrow," or "See you in 3 hours." It was fine, she liked the attention she got from us guys. Everyone laughed. We had a pretty open floor plan in our area. We had these half-height partitions between our desks and 16-foot ceilings. Sound traveled very well. You could sit at your desk and hold a conversation without standing. My desk was positioned in the corner with my back to the wall and no visibility to our entrances and back door. P.S. This did enable my Reddit addiction that I have since been able to control. And now, the screw up. Well, it was just a normal day for me. I went lunch and came back. I sit down and get back to my unopened Reddit tabs when I hear someone walk in and stop by Brian's desk. It's Karen. They were talking quietly for a little bit, and then I hear her announce, "Alright guys, I'm going." I figure she is inviting us into that back and forth we do. Without standing up, I cut her off and yell, "Alright, goodbye forever." Dead silence. I pay the moments of silence little mind as I am on Reddit. I remember distinctly thinking to myself, oh man, how funny and awkward would it be if she had just been fired? My thoughts were interrupted when I hear Brian yell out, "You are so rude." Turns out that while I was on lunch, she was fired. My untimely comment dealt the final blow to the last shred of composure she had as she left in silent tears and lips quivering. I am sure the universe is cooking up something to pay me back. TLDR yelled goodbye forever at a coworker who just got fired. That's a rough one. I don't know how you come back from that one, honestly. I mean, you can explain it to the guys there, but I don't know if you can explain it to Karen. Dang, poor Karen. TIFU by showing my grandmom that she had been living a lie for almost 30 years. This did happen today. My grandmother is really superstitious about stuff. She doesn't eat certain kinds of foods on certain days of the week and other such things. One of her main superstitions revolves around the layout of the house. She says that no one should sleep with their heads pointing north, so she keeps changing the position of my bed when I am away for work. When I come back, I reposition it my way so that I don't get sunlight on my face early morning. Today, she was repositioning the room while I was there, which annoyed me. So I took out my phone and opened the compass app to show her that I was not sleeping with my head pointing north at all. In fact, I was pointing east. I instantly realized that she had been sleeping with her bed pointing north, and she had been sleeping on that bed for around 30 years. I pointed it out to her. I thought she would take it lightly. Oh man, I was wrong. I messed up big time. She lost herself. She started pulling out the blueprint of the house in her old compass. I'm looking at her old compass right now, and I can say it doesn't seem right at all. I think I will have to fix this issue today itself. She is 90 and quite hard to talk to because her hearing isn't great. How stupid am I? TLDR, I messed up by showing my grandmother that she was sleeping with her bed pointing north, which she is strictly against because of her superstitious beliefs. She did not take it well. Edit 1. A lot of you are asking me how she moves furniture at the age of 90. Well, she doesn't do it herself. She has a helper who is supposed to take care of her personally, but my grandmother doesn't like the idea of employing someone particularly for her, so she gives her household chores to keep her busy. Edit 2. Yes, the caregiver gets paid extra for this. We tell her not to do the chores, and I assure you it's not that regular. Can you imagine living darn, because superstitious people, it would absolutely destroy them to find out something like this. I feel so bad for the poor old woman. But also, I mean, I guess she'd probably rather know. And that about wraps up the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Oh, wait, actually not bye yet. I just wanted to say one of my videos was supposed to upload yesterday, and for some reason it didn't, but I didn't notice till just now. So I'll be uploading this one and another one later. So now I hope you guys liked it, and goodbye.